Okay, so we're talking about hand fighting here. Now we're going to start looking at things like overhooks. Overhooks and underhooks are really important. We're going to start off by looking at underhooks. I find them the most useful thing because I'm short. Most people are bigger than me, so apart from Graham, we're about the same size. But underhooks are really important. So what is an underhook? Okay, an underhook is me underhooking his arm. Okay, there's many different types of underhooks. So I can have a hanging underhook where I can control from here, or I can have a shelf type underhook where my arm is straight and flat and the weight is bared on top of the arm. But what we're going to really look at is how we can get to an underhook position safely. Yeah, I want to get to an underhook position where he doesn't have an underhook. We see a lot of this thing where we end up doing grappling where we're both got underhooks and we're both fighting for it. Now I can show you how to win that fight, but if we can help it, we don't really need to go to that fight. Okay, so we've already had a look at, he grabs the collar, I pummel in, he goes for the bicep, I pummel in, and I'm in here. Okay, yeah, my head gets onto the inside control if it can. If it doesn't and it's in here, then we have to work that out. We'll look at that in a minute. But my head goes to inside control. What I'm going to do is I'm going to snap him down in this direction. So I'm going to pull him down in this direction. And as I pull him down in this direction, you'll see that this arm gets kind of lifted. So I'll step and pull, and that kind of lifts the arm. I can lift it with my elbow. From there, I'm going to underhook, get my shoulder as deep as I can underneath his shoulder and grab into his shoulder joint. Now if Graham stands up, what you'll see is that my shoulder, if I can get it deep enough, is under here, and my arm hooks underneath his pec muscle, and I pull and rotate that down. Okay, that's a really strong underhook. Yeah, it's very difficult for him to rubber arm it through. If he tries to overhook, it's really difficult for him to overhook. If it's any less than that, and he can just overhook it, right, and we're into an overhook ball. Yeah, so I've managed to get him down to this position. I've managed to get him the overhook. This hand collects his neck, and I've put my forehead onto his temple. Alright, from here I've got an awful lot of control. Yeah, my movement patterns now are much easier to do stuff with. Also, his hand that is free, if he tries to do anything with it, it's not really a lot of things he can do with it. Okay, and it's really easy for me to be able to control, to push, to take single legs. Right, my favourite move off this, when I get to here, is just to pop that shoulder up, slide down, take that single. Okay, I've made my angle already, it's a very easy takedown. Okay, I can go to doubles if I really want to. So underhooks are really important. The shelf underhook, so the shelf underhook is more or less when he gets an underhook as well. When he gets an underhook, I need to get a shelf underhook. I need to be able to turn my hand over, grab hard like this, put my head in the well, and now I'm in a much better, more dominant control. If Graham tries to move around and stuff, I've got him in this position. Okay, so we have a shelf underhook. We don't use very often, okay, unless we're going to clinch up. And we have the hanging pull down overhook, which we tend to use when, you know, we're working at a slightly more of a distance. Okay, so there's your underhooks.